Hey everybody, welcome back to another taste of manga. Today we're going to be looking at Dragon Ball. Now, this is made by Akira Toriyama. We all know that. May he rest in peace. And this was requested to me by a patron, and I thought it would be a great idea just because Akira Toriyama means a lot within anime and video games and all that. And I would say Dragon Ball is definitely one of my favorite franchises of all time, especially the original. And of course, I love Z and all that stuff. But this is the 3-in-1 volume for Dragon Ball, and I decided to read all of it. And for the most part, I would say this is a very strong start into the Dragon Ball world and just getting everything started. So, if you don't know what Dragon Ball is, it stars a kid named Goku who is pretty much invincible. He's got a tail, and you don't know really much about what he is or what's going on, but he's super strong, he's super fast, but he doesn't really know much about a lot of the outside world since he was only isolated in the forest. However, a girl named Bulma eventually shows up and she's after these things called Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls are these mystical orbs that basically grant wishes, and you need all seven of them to get any wish that you want. And of course, Bulma is trying to get an attractive boyfriend, and Goku, who has the 4-star Dragon Ball, is wanting to keep it in memory of his late grandfather. Meanwhile, there's bad guys trying to get the Dragon Balls for world domination. And for the most part, I would say Dragon Ball starts very simple, but effective in a lot of ways. As I was reading this, I already had an idea of what the plot was going to be, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I think that is a testament to the writing by Akira Toriyama. He really did a lot of great work into the first volume of this manga. Not only with setting up the world, but also introducing some really likable characters. And throughout this volume, you meet like Puar, who is pretty much a sidekick to Yamcha, but he's also really good at shapeshifting. Oolong is another character that's really good at shapeshifting too, but he didn't really finish shapeshifting class, unlike Puar did, who can do it better. But fact is, both can do a pretty good job at shapeshifting. And then you got Yamcha, who is a sand bandit, and he's pretty badass. I know later on in this franchise they kind of make him like a wimp, and then he eventually becomes a baseball player. But early on, he's pretty fucking cool. And the Wu Fang Fist is a pretty badass move. And the only thing that's holding him back is the fact that, well, he's afraid of women. So it is what it is. And Bulma finds him attractive, and it's very funny. One of my favorite things about early Dragon Ball is just how funny it is. Akira Toriyama has a very unique sense of humor, and I think it translates very well in manga form. And in the anime, it's really funny too. The art in Dragon Ball is fantastic. I mean, Goku is such an iconic character, and he's got his iconic design. And I would say that Akira Toriyama did a fantastic job with this first volume, and like also just the panel structure I think is really good. It all flows very nicely. The backgrounds look pretty good, and there are definitely some times when he is very detailed. I know Goku can be a little simplistic, design wise, and I'm trying to find a the picture of Shenron, the giant dragon that grants wishes. He's pretty badass too, and Akira Toriyama does a fantastic job of drawing just how epic this dragon is. There he is, right there. Overall, I think Dragon Ball is a fantastic manga, and this is a great start if you want to get into the franchise. The anime, the original Dragon Ball series, is fantastic too, but the manga should be a lot faster. I only blew through this manga in about like 20 minutes, I would say. Either this or the anime will be a great way to get into an amazing franchise.